Yo, yo. So, figured I'd do a little bit of a update thing. It's been a while. I guess there's been a decent amount that happened since. I think the last update I did was in like beginning of quarantine at my old apartment. I'm at Larry's place right now in San Diego. I've been on a road trip since last Thursday. So I went to Utah with Dylan and Kevin. Yeah, we went to Joe's Valley. We bowled for like about a week. We went for Joe's Fest. That was a lot of fun. Really cool place. Got to send some good stuff. Yeah, other than that, yeah, so I quit my job, I guess, is the biggest news. I quit last time I was in San Diego, actually, so that was like last month. No backup job or anything. I was just like, yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I wasn't performing very well either, so like it was just a matter of time anyways. Ended up quitting and that was about last month. Since then, I've been just, I went to Leavenworth for a week. I was in San Diego, then went to Leavenworth. Then I was at home for like a week. And then I pretty much left for Joe's Valley the week after, which is now. And then since then, I made a stop in Vegas and then went up to the Bay Area to see my brother, Peter. And then back down to San Diego, which is now, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go back up to SF. I'm gonna see Lizzie for a bit, stay at her place, and then I'm headed back up to Portland, and hopefully gonna be back in Portland like Thursday night. Yeah, and I guess my birthday's on Saturday too, which is yeah. So I got a job as a rock climbing setter, which is pretty fun. So I'll start that next week. Yeah, it's over at PRG, Portland Rock Gym. I'll just be doing super part-time, like 12 hours a week, 2 days a week. 8 hours on Wednesday, 4 hours on Friday, but I'm really excited. Should be a good time. Yeah, I also, right now, I have an offer from one company that's location is TBD. It's one of those companies where like you get placed to a site in advance, but you don't actually know where you're gonna go. It's Fast Enterprises, so they do like tax for local governments. And I'm also currently interviewing with Yext. I'm 3 rounds into their 5 rounds. With their 4th round, I have an interview on Friday, which is sort of why I want to get back to Portland. Locationally, I'm not really sure where I want to go. A lot of me wants to go back to the East Coast just so I can be closer to family and whatnot, so I can see them either in DC or New York or even Boston. Something like that would be pretty cool. But another part of me wants to go to Sacramento, not because of like Sacramento the city, but just more because, Richard and Larry, they might be Richard specifically, he will be in SF starting in March or April or something. So it'd be really cool if we could all meet up there. It's close to Tahoe, close to Yosemite. I'd be close to Larry and Richard and SF. So still debating that. There's also like Denver and stuff, which is nice. But for the next few months at least, I'll be in Portland. Because if I do end up taking Fast, that's not really starting until March, they said. I think I can talk to the HR person and try to negotiate a closer starting date. But yeah, I'm chilling. I mean, this is the update. Not really much else has been going on. I think it was a good play, I think quitting without having a backup plan a lot of the times is like, oh, you should definitely have a backup plan. But I think so far for me, pretty privileged in that respect and been able to, pretty much immediately find another job, have a good support system. So everything's been pretty smooth, pretty good. And so I think I made definitely the right decision there. Yeah, I mean, I think for immediate future plans, gonna start setting at PRG, keep applying for jobs in like the SF area, but also the DC area, I think. Maybe a little bit of Denver, a little bit of Portland. I'm not really sure what's to do there. Other more miscellaneous updates, Betty's doing great, She got a tune, she got a mid-pipe, an engine mount, a solenoid. What else did she get? An intake, but I think I already talked about the intake. But yeah, she was acting up at Joe's Valley because I pretty much drove for like 15 straight hours to Joe's. I was supposed to sleep. And then I got to the park where I was camping, and then I set up camp, laid in my tent for like an hour or two, and I was like, no, I can't do this, I can't sleep. because I had like a monster at like 5 p.m. or something, and then it was like, oh, 5 p.m. 7 hours later, or 8 hours later, it was like 1 a.m. and I couldn't sleep at all, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm driving. So I got to Joe's Valley the next day at like 9, and it was just horrible. Dylan and Kevin weren't there yet, and I was, like 36 hours awake, 15 of which were just pure driving, and I was just like, please help me. So she was acting up a little bit, but she's good. Just got her oil changed today. It's a little crack in the dash, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. I went to an auto detailer and they said, or I did like a little thing, but yeah, they said it's probably fine. Yeah, I mean, I think that's about it. It's a lot of climbing recently. Yeah, things have been pretty good though.